What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explained. I am self-aware, diagnosed narcissist Lee Hammock. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about why the relationship with a narcissist gets worse the more times you go back. How it doesn't get better if you keep giving them more chances. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe for more. The more times you go back to a narcissist or a toxic person, the worse the relationship tends to get. And of course, if you're new here, I'm a diagnosed narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. Toxic relationships do not evolve and get better over time, y'all. The more times you go back to a narcissist or a toxic person, the worse it gets because that person thinks that you are okay with how they have been treating you. They think that because you take them back or you forgive them and you forget or whatever, y'all reconcile or whatever, they think that whatever they have done, you are okay with it. If they've hit you before and you've taken them back, they think that they can hit you again because they think you were okay with it. This is in no way, shape, or form me saying that it's okay for them to hit you. I'm just saying that the narcissistic person thinks that because you come back, you're okay with it. This is not me saying that you're actually okay with it. And if they hit you, they'll tend to put their hands around here. And if they put their hands around here, you are 700% more likely to be unalived by your partner. Be as safe as possible because you do not want to lose your life for a relationship. Welcome back, y'all. So yeah. The more times you go back into a toxic relationship, the worse the relationship tends to get. I promise you. I verify, y'all. I'm on daughter duty. My daughter is playing housekeeping today. She's like, we went to a hotel and somebody came knocked on the door and said housekeeping, and we had to buy her a little housekeeping cleaning set now. So she's cleaning housekeeping. But yeah, the more times you go back into a toxic relationship, the worse the relationship dynamic gets. I promise you. Like, narcissistic people, toxic people see constant forgiveness as permission to continue the toxic behaviors. They see it as permission. They see it as permission to keep doing whatever. House cleaning. They see it as permission to keep doing whatever they are doing to you. Whatever you've forgiven them for in the past, they see you taking them back as you not liking it, but you being okay with it. I know you don't like the abusive behaviors. I know you don't like the toxicity, but they think that you're okay with the behaviors when you take them back. Believe they were begging and screaming. They were crying. I've never seen them like this. When I tried to leave them, I've never seen them in this state before. I could tell that they were being real. They were boohoo crying. And I knew if I left in that moment that they might actually harm themselves. Y'all, if in that moment they will harm themselves, guess what they'll do to you? I feel like, y'all, if a narcissistic person decides to take themselves out of here, what do you think they're going to do to you? Let's be completely realistic right now. You think that they're just going to take themselves out in front of you and just leave you standing right there? No, they're going to take you out with them, y'all. So many people lose their lives and become hashtags when you keep you can't save them, y'all. I know you are empathetic. I know you are empath, whatever you want to call yourself, codependent, whatever you want to call yourself, whatever you have going on. I don't call yourself codependent. Like, so many people lose their lives in the toxic relationships, y'all. You don't want to be a hashtag or have a law named after you because you were in a toxic relationship or because you kept going back into the toxic relationship and that person decided they couldn't live without you and they didn't want you to live without them. You see what I'm saying? And this is me not me trying to victim blame you. I'm just trying to convey to you that it gets worse. I feel like I have to convey that to you over and over again, y'all. It gets worse. It does not get better. The more you go back into this toxicity, the worse it tends to get. It does not get better. I know they promised it would get better. What are their actions showing you? What are the actions showing you? Have they shown you any type of consistency before in the past that their actions will get better for you? You see what I'm saying? That's one thing when people start to threaten to unalive themselves. I'm just like, look, you need to get away from that person right now. I'm not telling you you're not abandoning them. I know some people will try to convince you that just like, well, the leading cause of death in a lot of narcissists is unaliving. Y'all, they also take people with them. This is not a narcissist apologist channel, y'all. I will not make you feel bad about trying to hold a person accountable for their toxic behaviors. That's just not me. That's just not my channel. That's not what my channel is geared for. You want to find, there's plenty of other self-aware narcissist channels out there that are geared towards being a narcissist apologist and want you to show compassion to somebody who is abusing you because they had a traumatic childhood. They want you to show compassion to that. That's just not my channel. I want you to show empathy towards people, but I don't want your empathy to allow your empathy to be weaponized against you to keep you inside of a toxic relationship longer than what you need to be. You see what I'm saying? That's not what this channel is dedicated for. This channel is dedicated to raising awareness for if that person that is doing this to you, they can go seek the help that they need and try to become a better person. Not to drag you down with them and not seek the help, not try to change their behaviors. Just keep lying to you, manipulating you over and over and over and over and over and over again. You see what I'm saying? It's a dynamic, y'all. The more times you go back, y'all, narcissistic people see consistent forgiveness as consistent permission. I'm just telling you, it's like you're signing a permission slip. Matter of fact, this is the perfect example right here. I just thought of the perfect analogy right here. You know how sometimes, matter of fact, I'm going to show you right here. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Let's just say I have two papers right here, right? Let's say right here, this paper right here, let's say this paper is the one, like, is the permission slip to continue to treat you bad. And this is the permission slip. And this is like the permission slip to change. Like, you see what I'm saying? This is the changing paperwork right here, y'all. This is the one behind it is the one to continue to treat you badly. They will put the change in front of you and have you sign the permission slip underneath it. You see the old hole in the paper strip. They will cut a hole in this paper right here. So you're not signing the changing paperwork. You're signing the permission to treat you worse paperwork. They'll cut a hole right here through this, and you'll end up signing the permission slip to treat you worse. That's how it is, y'all. You think you're signing a contract for them to get better, but you're actually signing the permission slip for them to treat you worse, where you consistently forgive them. It's like cutting a hole in this paper. Right? There's a hole right here. And then you sign the paper behind it. Your signature is on it. So they think, oh, they actually signed the permission slip for me to treat them worse. That's exactly how it's the okie doke. It's the okie doke, y'all. It's literally the okie doke. That's why I just tell people, like, it's going to continue to get worse if that person isn't putting in the work. Is this person willing to put in the work? You know what I mean? Is this person willing to put in the work to treat you better, to change better, to make you feel better about yourself? Are you willing to put in the work with them? Because it's not just going to be a struggle, it's not just going to be on them. You're going to have to, I'm just telling you, y'all, it's a process. It's a battle. It is a process. It's a battle. You know what I mean? If they keep doing the same, it's like, y'all, something has to break the pattern. There has to be a pattern interrupt, because the more time you forgive them for the same thing over and over again, the worse the relationship dynamic is going to get. And I'm not saying you're going to end up with your life taken. I'm just saying if you're in a physically abusive relationship like that, then you very well might end up being a hashtag. Well, my wife said my wife said it like this. I was asking her about this video. She said, you want your story to be a whole book and not just a couple of chapters. You don't want your story to end. Thank you. Want me to open the Play-Doh? I'm opening the Play-Doh, y'all. You don't want your story. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You want your story to be a complete book, not just a couple of chapters that got cut short because of a toxic relationship dynamic, because you were in a trauma bond. You see what I'm saying? Make people earn your forgiveness. Just don't give it to them willy-nilly. They promised to change. What have they done to show you that they have the ability to change their behaviors? And not everybody you're going to deal with is a narcissist. Here you go. But they can be a very toxic person.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What are they willing to do? Are they willing to put the actual work in to work on themselves? Y'all, it's a process, y'all. It really is a process. But the more time, this is me telling you from my heart, the more times you go back, and this is how my mind worked. Like, people kept forgiving me. I was like, damn, I can keep doing it. Because it's like, if I keep doing the same thing over and over again, do you really care about it? Why do I keep having to apologize for doing the same thing over and over again? I'm doing it over and over again. You keep taking me back over and over again. So why would I not do it? Believe me, if you love the person, you wouldn't do it. Do the narcissists love you? You see what I'm saying? What amount of work are they willing to put in? You know what I mean? What's the amount of work that they're willing to put in? It's a tough, it's a very, very tough dynamic to be in. It's a very, very tough dynamic to try to separate from. It's a very, very tough dynamic to be a part of. You have to power up. You have to empower yourself. You have to keep moving forward with it, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, y'all. I promise you. Empower yourself, be as strong as you possibly can, and keep moving forward. I'm not telling you to leave your relationship. I'm telling you to weigh all your options. Ask yourself, hey, what have this person shown me that they have the ability? What have they done to earn this forgiveness? What have they done to earn this consistent forgiveness? They see it as, I'm just telling y'all, a lot of narcissists just see it as permission to continue with that behavior, to continue treating you the same way that they've been treating you. You know what I mean? That's how it goes, though. Literally, that's the process. That's the mindset. You know what I mean? That's how the mind works, y'all. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode, y'all. I have a daily, like I said, y'all, if you haven't already, join the channel memberships, y'all. We got some channel memberships behind a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. The stuff my daughter doing in the background right now is gonna be on my daily vlog and behind the scenes pictures and stuff like that, y'all. I'm just super thankful. Look, hit the join button on the main screen of my page, or there's a link in the description of this video as well, y'all. The Self-Love Journal on Amazon is still available. Like and subscribe for more, y'all. Mental Illness is out. Peace.